This is an application by the London Borough of Islington for possession of land at Dixon Clark Court. Dixon Clark Court is a tower block containing 16 flats adjoining Highbury Corner in North London. The development is controversial and has engendered significant and growing opposition. In particular, the council's plans involve the felling of a number of mature trees, of which 6 are within the site that is currently being occupied.
You go in first, over that little black fence.
Yes, guys. Hang on.
They were due to be felled in March, but local people came and pulled together and stopped it. Some people climbed up the trees then, and then the first lockdown kicked in, so that bought us more time. Extinction Rebellion Islington said, well, we'll leave the site, but then not everyone locally was involved in those discussions, and so some people were upset about the idea of these trees still being killed, basically, and losing this space. So then they asked us, could you come and help us still protect the trees?
Can I borrow the impact driver a second? And the 70mm screws. Behind you, Martin. Yeah, good, yeah. We're just trying to get the roof on while it's dry. Because it was, we had a temporary roof, but we need to make it a bit more waterproof for winter and stuff. Okay, yeah, nice one, thanks.
Yo, Nelson.
Yeah, because then that secured that there, but then, hang on.
You still want one going
No.
there?
Yeah, it's sticking out by a couple of millimetres.
That's good, isn't it?
No, you want it to go into the wood, not out the wood.
For the greater good, in my personal opinion. Like I said, I'm new, I'm not entrenched in belief systems, and I try and keep it as overarching as possible, but I'm obviously happy
Bollocks.
sense of community and the engagement with people.
What a beautiful
something
age to
really
all
I've
those
never seen
people in this
before,
meeting.
which is
Just a
nice.
big bunch of literally
Big jump, you want?
big bunch of cunts.
Have we missed anybody else?
Martin, do you want to speak or not? Martin,
You're on mute.
Well, about what?
how are you feeling about the meeting without using the C word?
That's gonna be alright.
Yeah,
So
March, over
Martin
to
wants to participate.
Well, to be fair, I'm feeling alright. Hopefully, we'll end up saving the trees. Yeah.
Okay.
you. Okay. Welcome, Martin.
I don't see us that we're just here to save these trees, but it's also part of the sort of theory of social change that we set up XR with, was that, you know, this idea that you need pressure, and us being here will help to keep that pressure. And I think we basically encourage everyone to get involved in whatever way you can. This site has to be held 247, so we've got a rota for people saying they can be here in the day for an hour, or, you know, longer. The more people want to get involved, the better, really. For me, the main goal is to stop societal collapse. If we don't turn around the climate and ecological emergency and change the way we're doing things, that's where we're rushing towards, you know? And so anything I can do to be effective on that, I'll do it. It's more motivating than being oppressed by a dictator, but it's actually much more challenging. At the moment, we are sheltered from the impacts of climate change. 1,000 children will die today because of climate change, but we don't see them. It's how we make it real and present and urgent and imminent for people. You know, so actually everyone's got their way to kind of connect with that emergency. So for some people, these trees is that way because they care about this green space. And then we can talk about, well, yeah, look, these trees are important, but they're also part of the climate emergency and the council's declared it. But so it's a way in for people, you know? What you see all the time is they will try and sort of dissipate any protest. You know, there's pressure for change and then they'll try and take the pressure off. The only way it's going to be okay if there's constant pressure for change and then constant action to back it up.
Do you have the right to take this out of the ground? He's put them everywhere, look. One there, two there.
Personally, I think they're gonna come in heavy-handed. I mean, I don't intend to go nowhere. I have nowhere to go. I mean, I wish we cut down politicians like we did trees, but it's not gonna happen, is it? Time's running out for these trees, save them. Just because we're homeless don't mean we have to live like tramps. Yeah, come, let's like get this clean again because people are gonna walk past and they're not gonna wanna stop and talk to us. They're gonna think, you know, they're just gonna think, oh, it's a bunch of guys that are just living here, you know, let's move them on. No, we want the community to want us, to miss us, to need us. And I'll help you carry on. Oh, that's gonna be one strong coffee, look at that. Save the trees, guys. The trees love you, we love you, so please love us and the trees. So basically they're gonna cut these trees down for some luxury apartments. I'm determined not to let this go. I have nowhere else. I'm actually genuinely street homeless. This is the best thing I've got. It's either or sleeping outside there. So I'm gonna fight for this, you know. If they actually say, look, we're not gonna cut them down, then we'll pack up and leave, you know. But until then, we're gonna stay. Dude, I'm talking, yeah? Learn your place, yeah? Alpha male, young puppy in training. Right? I'm only joking, it's my best mate.
This is the local, the lady was in court. Her name was Helen, and inside the paper, there's a picture of the garden that no longer exists. And there's a letter from the lone protester that came. They wouldn't let him into the court. Yeah. All right. Hold on. And my fingers work. Yeah. God, look. You see that? You can't see that anymore. Oh, it's over there. It's concrete. Cars are on it. It don't exist. And the people in Dixon Court started fight. Apparently, I didn't know this till I read this. It's on the letter. They started to fight the council 2017 to preserve the garden. It didn't happen. Oh, and originally the council said to these people, this is before the flats, yeah, they said, we've got to cut down all the trees because they're diseased. Now I know a bit about trees, yeah, and I know they ain't diseased, but this lady in there, yeah, and she knows a lot about trees, yeah, like arboricultures. She went, these trees are not diseased.
So there's a basic skill of lighting a fire. I can show you it, and then you'll always be able to light a fire. Do you want me to show you? All you need to light a fire is one sheet of newspaper. I've got a bit of other paper we can use. We've got court papers. I think it's a suitable thing to do with court papers. Because if you just go for newspaper, this is what you've been doing wrong, but the paper's been burning, but it hasn't been setting fire to the wood.
But Lodge, could I pause you on what you're saying? This morning, I didn't have no newspaper.
Well, we haven't got newspaper now. You don't need newspaper.
Yeah. I mean, you said, like, I did say it wrong. Like.
No, this isn't about you. This is about teaching you how to do it, yeah? And remember what I told you before about this stuff?
Charcoal, keep it.
So it takes a flame much quicker than wood. So we're using that
I'm starting to understand. On your body, you should always have a light.
I have.
I'll get you a Zippo.
Okay.
The
Zippo.
Zippo is the best lighter you can get.
Yeah, but then you have to fill it up all the time with petrol, don't you? Morning. Yeah, thanks, you.
Oh, that's a nice lady.
Would you snap that in half for us, please?
What sort of dog is that? He's small. A French bulldog. Yeah. He's a little wolf, isn't it? Yeah. Look like Brindle. Yeah, yeah. We're doing it because we need hot water. Yeah, all our flasks are empty. Huh?
Do you want some water, hot water?
Oh, God, would you?
Do you want hot water?
Yeah, just boiling water. All right. Larch, where's the flask, man? Sorry about that. We used the last bit for washing up. Yeah, got it? You take your time, any time today. It doesn't matter. Yeah. All right. Okay. Where did I put my tea?
The land is currently being occupied by way of direct action in protest against the felling of a number of trees and wider environmental issues. The application requires the court to balance the protesters' rights of freedom of expression and association against the council's wish to develop its land. In my judgment, the key factor of magnetic importance in this case is the extent to which the protests impinges on the council's right to use its land and the wider impact that the development will have. I have no doubt that this protest is one that will continue indefinitely unless a possession order is made, and in my judgment it would be wholly wrong for me to permit for it to continue to do so. Taking all matters into account, including the nature of the protest, its location, its duration, I consider that the interference with the protesters' Article 10 and Article 11 rights, represented by a possession order, is indeed necessary and proportionate, and I will make the order sought. I've heard what you both have to say. And this might not make very much difference to the realities of the situation, given it's 3:10. But I'm going to make the order that possession is given by noon tomorrow.
Lights, cameras, action. Listen to the wisdom of the trees. That's what they say. That's what the wise ones say, isn't it? Wise, sapping us, soaking through us. Just in the hour of need, just in the tick-tock while the sand's stripping and the flippity-flop and that beating of the butterfly's wing ever so quick and the quickening times as we're on the edge of the knife point in the cloud of Karuna, Karena, Karena, Karuna, Karena, Karuna, Karena. And at what point are we made to say stop? We've had enough. And where? Where else but here? Highbury Corner! We have landed in the trees. Listen to what the trees speak. Listen to what they say. Sliding words of wisdom on my beacon. Hear us daily pray, daily pray. Guide us the way out the portal, perhaps, into a land more than the disease from bats.
Yeah, so basically, do you know about Dixon Clark Court? So, you know Highbury Corner? Just on the side of Cannery Road, there's 10 trees which the council is trying to fell.
Oh yeah, I know, yeah.
But there's 80 brownfield sites within Islington. So there's plenty of places that they can build luxury housing and you don't need to fell 10 trees, especially when it's round the corner from a school. For the residents there, it's one of the few green spaces they have left. Like one of their parks got taken before, so basically we're protecting it and we're just kind of raising awareness through this.
The court case happened last Thursday and it lasted about 2 hours. And they had a top flight barrister who knew all the details for months and months. Yeah. And we had a trainee solicitor and he did it pro bono, is it? He had 20 minutes to look at all the witness statements, yeah, because it was rushed, yeah. And the 3 most important ones, yeah, the court suppressed them. They wouldn't consider them, yeah? That's why we lost. Yeah. And basically the judge said possession orders for Islington. So it's their land and they can come in and reacquire it. Yeah. They usually come at dawn, 6, 7, yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they do it on purpose when people are at bed. Everyone in the tents is asleep and it's crash, bang, wallet, grab. Yeah.
I'm doing the same along here. Get that one filled. So I brought some nice boards in. Here you go. Oh, no, that's not. Oh, here we go. This is the better one. And see if you can get those screws out. Yeah. They should come out easy. Just with your driver.
Here's a bucket to fill up.
Yeah, just drop it straight down.
Well done, Nat. You're in the hot spot. That's the most important job on site at the moment.
Oh, I'm in my element, Larch. I've been waiting to get down here for weeks.
Yes, bro. Yes, great.
All right, see, I'm not that confident at heights, but like this is perfect for me. Like, I'm well happy with this. You're in your zone.
This is way more important than height stuff because height stuff they can problem solve after a little while. You only usually get a few days, but this could be weeks if we get it right.
Bucket. Ah, yes. Thank you.
Yes, Punky. This is what needs to be happening.
Punky monkey.
Yeah. One person you need. On the porch there is where it gets dodgy. There's a glass panel right in front of you. Slow down with your finger and get more pressure and get it direct. Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Really good, thanks. Yeah. Just checking in if you got a moment.
Yeah.
So, how soon could that High Court enforcement team be knocking on the door? In your experience, stroke estimation. I get that it's not an exact science. I just wanted your sense of it.
You know, I would prepare for as short as within a day or two. Really, I've certainly seen cases where they've got High Court enforcement and the High Court enforcement has arrived on the afternoon of the hearing that happened in the morning. Like, you know, these things can happen.
We've got to think in time, will our great-great-grandkids want to burn us to keep their living room alive or to play their PlayStation, whatever it is?
Innit?
You've got to think everything that was before us, it may not be the same species as us, but it makes what we are, it's part of us.
100%.
Like, it's all connected somehow. Like I said, man, we was joking around earlier saying, oh, you're a part Martian because fucking 40% but of a tree, but you got to think, man, like...
But we really are, man.
Nah, no, literally, we got, like... There was that bullshit thing back in the day about we shared 17% DNA in our brains with banana. Well, there's all these things, because, everything's connected, man. You come from the earth, you die, you go back into the earth. You either get buried or you get burnt. Yeah. It's either way, you're going to go back into the earth. You get burnt, you're going into the earth quicker.
100%.
Like, it's one big circle of life, but... It's about how you treat that circle, isn't it?
100%. How you treat the circle, did you say? Yeah, definitely.
You know, I'm gonna pop a hole in some vegetarian and vegan fucking bubbles right now. You know.
Yeah.
That plant's alive.
It's alive.
Yeah, of course.
So you're still killing to eat, to live.
Very true.
Yeah, you have to consume.
That's
so
a
you're
strong
still
one.
You're still consuming life. You know, you pick that apple.
Definitely.
That apple was alive on that tree. Yeah, you picked it, you killed it, you eating it. You're not actually killing an animal, so it's a little bit more ethical.
100%.
But
100%.
you're still doing it. The only natural thing that's on this planet that doesn't kill nothing, that doesn't eat nothing, is a freaking tree or a plant. You know what I mean? Like, it just eats a little bit of water and allows up some sunshine. You know what I mean? Some UVs. That's it.
100%.
And look how tall they get. Like, I'm on the wrong diet here.
That makes sense. I've never thought of it in that little aspect there.
When you think about it, a tree is mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally Mother Earth. Yeah, like, I don't know what you call that big bit in like there. Like the trunk, that's it. And then what's coming off of it is its children. Then like you get the smaller twigs, that's the grandchildren, the leaves.
Yeah.
Great grandchildren, stuff like that. You know, when you think about it, that shows life there. You know, it shows the family tree. When you think of it that way.
Yeah, I was thinking that when you were saying that. Family
you know, like you've got the mother which is there.
Yeah.
What you know, the father is the son that's giving it the life, the energy. Yeah, the water. You know, because they don't forget, without the sun, the water, you know, there wouldn't be no sunshine. The water wouldn't evaporate and then go up into the clouds and then come back down. You know, so without that sun, and that there you go, and then you've got life because of the tree. 100%. And each tree is its own town, its own city, its own continent, its own world. Because you go a little bit under, it's got bugs, and then underneath that you've got another bug that chases that eats off of that, or you know, a survivor for that, or a spider here, or a spider there. You know. And we're just cutting them down, and we're just thinking it's nothing.
Yeah, it's true. Still,
you know, and we're losing life, man. You know, there's a saying. What was it? Everyone wants to park in the shade, but no one wants to plant a tree.
Yeah.
You know,
everyone wants to park in the shade, but no one wants to plant a tree.
Yeah. I don't want to be waking up, no police sirens, no people knocking at my door, or a phone call, or an alarm. I want to be waking up by a bird in the tree, you know.
That's nice. The naturals of life.
In the winter, having the branches hit your window a little bit, and you know that, oh, okay, that's what time it is.
Definitely.
You know? In the spring, just watching them develop. In the fall, like autumn, you just watch the leaves fall and try and see which one's going to hit your window. You know, make it a competition with your friends. We're not going to have that. We're cutting them down for what?
You're fighting for your rights, you know what I'm saying? You're fighting for what your perspective is, or your lifestyle.
That's even my rights, mate. I'm fighting just for the fact of the trees and the nature. I mean,
that's your rights. If you want to fight for the trees and nature, that's your right. So if that's what you believe in and that's what you live by, that's what you're going to do. You're not just going to let someone take it. Do you know what I'm saying? You're just like, well, cool, innit? This is what I stand for. I'll stay here and do this.
Protesters calling themselves tree protectors have been removed from a site on Highbury Corner to allow the council to cut down mature trees and replace them with flats.
With a court order in place to evict the protesters, it's just a matter of time for these activists who say bad weather is nothing compared to the climate crisis.